Good afternoon, one and all. Hope you're well. A little bit discombobulated because just hit go live and it's looking very much like they've changed runway direction, which has thrown me for six. So I'm just waiting to see what's happening on flight radar. In the meantime, very good morning to Lorraine Viswolves, one of our awesome moderators. Hope you're well. Heathrow Joe, welcome along. Hope you're doing well this afternoon. Kieran and Mags, welcome. Three on Love's Haven Holidays. Username extraordinaire. Good afternoon to you. Dan Edison, another one of our awesome mods. Hope you're well. Nick Woodward, good afternoon to you. Let's have a look at flight radar. Yes, indeed, everything has changed direction. Literally like 2 minutes ago, which is very irritating. Because I was very much looking forward to some close-up stack action. It is what it is. Let's see what we've got coming in then. It's like the first arrival on 09s. That means this northern runway operates as 09 left for arrivals. And we'll see some nice climb outs from some of the bigger stuff over on the southern runway, operating as 09 right. First up on the arrivals will be British Airways flight 256. That one's in from Delhi, Dash 8 Dreamliner. How are we all? So I looked at the weather for this afternoon. Absolutely miserable this morning. Rain like you wouldn't believe here and back at home. I was reliably informed by AccuWeather that by 3 o'clock we'd have lovely sunshine. Not quite, not quite. Put the rain covers at the ready. Dry at the moment, we'll see how long that lasts. So yeah, reverse ops this afternoon, very much unexpectedly. Doesn't seem like the wind is particularly strong enough for that, but we'll go with it. Right hand bank to kick things off from departing aircraft from the south side. Let's see what we have then. To get my bearings. Okay, then first reverse ops arrival. It feels a long way down to the right from where we set up today. British Airways 256 in from Delhi, Dash 8 Dreamliner, just over 9 hours in the air. There we go, a bit of a distant stack, number 2 to land. Finnair 1335 in from Helsinki. We needed some big uns to do a nice long rollout in front of us. Straight into membership milestones then. 4 months in our VIP lounge for Francis Waite. Awesome support, Francis, thank you. Rohit, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Ian Stewart Aviation, welcome along. Olivia Ruff, good to see you. And Terry the artist, long-time supporter of the work we do here at Heathrow Live. Great to see you, Terry. David Sheffield, good afternoon. Just as I mentioned it, we've got a few raindrops. So let's see what we get this afternoon. Reverse ops and rain. Wasn't it plan A, was it? It is what it is. Exactly, Rohit. How unlikely. Look at that in the background. Flagship American Airlines special livery. Beautiful. Didn't realise that was in till right now. Meg saying the weather hasn't been miserable of late. No, it hasn't. And we had a glorious time. Great weather up in Scotland last week. Gordon Wade with us from north of the border. Hope you're well. What's with all this silly rain business, eh? Hopefully it's not with us for very long. Wee bit more rainproofing, 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 shall we say, going on at the minute. Make sure our equipment doesn't suffer from these miserable conditions to start today. Oh, you've got to laugh, haven't you? The exact opposite of what we were expecting this afternoon. American turning off right at the tower. Opportune moment to say a very good afternoon to all those working Heathrow in the tower this afternoon. Visibility not quite perfect, is it? Not quite at all. Where are we? Well, I think we're ready to pay attention to what's going on. What have we got in the chat? Let's have a look. Dean Stewart, yeah, easterly winds, good for some airports, not so great for others. Les the band, good afternoon to you. Just back from a cold Edinburgh, catching all the transatlantics. Awesome. Kieran and Meg's loving the British Airways. So the artist celebrating a whopping 20 months as a VIP lounge member. Awesome support, Terry, thank you. Watch this British Airways chunky triple rolling out here on 09 left. First shout out to our Lurkers Lounge viewers this afternoon. A very warm welcome to you. If you're sneakily watching whilst at work, hope you enjoy the content this afternoon. For those that have just joined us, literally as I hit go live, they switched from westerlies to easterlies. So we're watching everything coming in towards London rather than over the top of it. People are watching along with flight radar activated next to them. Do keep us up to date with some of the bigger stuff leaving on the southern runway, so we should get some nice climb outs from this position. All A350 checking in from Luton. Hope you're well. How's the weather up there? It was proper miserable on the journey down. Giselda dos Santos Silva, good afternoon to you. That's a mouthful, wasn't it? Stephen Fuller, what's your opinion of the proposed merger between United and American? Yeah, blocked by the government. It depends how much Trump pockets out of it. Oops, did I say that? All about the money. Again, not too bad for those heavy departures. Anticipate looking at a 757 from DHL from the hotel room. Awesome. Really nice to catch a couple of decent 757s. We had this special liveried 757 from, was it United? I think it was, at Edinburgh. And then we had the Iceland Air 757 at Glasgow. Always nice to see them. Steve Carter, Aviation, good afternoon to you. Sean from Sky Squad TV, hope you're well. It's funny having Sean with us. I was saying to Sean, not that long ago actually, that not my favourite, this position for 09s, and yet here we are. It's not so bad, is it? Especially some of those big uns departing from 09 right. First full rollout then from LATAM. Ian Stewart, the weather in Luton, grey and gloomy, just like his fine self. Steve Carter Aviation, celebrating 6 months in our awesome VIP lounge. Great support, Steve Carter, thank you. Lovely and sunny in Aberdeen. That's the big thing, isn't it? It's the temperatures have really dropped. Northerly winds predominantly this afternoon, so bringing some colder air across the UK. Not particularly welcome, unless you're my daughter, who hates warm weather. She was born in December, so maybe that has something to do with it. Heathrow Joe, very difficult for me to keep on top of the chat without Angelina here, so I can't always answer messages straight away. I'm very well though, thank you. Private jet dropping into Heathrow. As I was setting up, we had a little corporate jet taking off as well, so two in short succession. Sometimes you can go weeks without seeing any of these little ones. Two in the hour today. That one very much hidden behind the street furniture here. It's one of the things I was saying about when we were up in Scotland, those nice views we had, especially from the Mound at Edinburgh. Really blessed to have had reverse ops for those two Edinburgh shows. but completely unspoilt by fences and light posts and telegraph posts and pylons and whatever else you might see when you're down here at Heathrow. 3 in the stack. Lovely to see. Gary in the house as well. Lovely to meet you up at Glasgow. Gary from Aviation Action Scotland. Check him out. Len Pantling, very good afternoon to you. Welcome along. Nick letting us know the Singapore King of the Skies in the hold for landing here on Heathrow's Northern Runway. That one should be a full rollout, shouldn't it? Singapore. Next heavy arrival, Etihad Airways, in from Abu Dhabi. This one, a Dash 9 Dreamliner. Not too bad for the stack really, is it? Oh, a bit of sunshine. Don't mind if we do. Those that have joined us early on in today's show, make sure you hit that like button nice and early. Helps make the stream available for other people looking for some aviation action this Monday afternoon. And if you've already hit it, a big thank you to you. Well, that was a smoky one. Let's have a little look around the airfield from our position here on the north side. Always great to see so many different airlines represented here at Heathrow. Oh, go on then. That was just begging to be captured on camera, wasn't it? Very nice. Not too much happening down at the maintenance sheds at the minute. The poor Emirates, I'm assuming that's the same one that's been here for a few weeks now. Parked over there on remote. Not seeing any action. Anyone seen the newest of the Emirates special liveries with the big flag draped right across the back of the fuselage? Really bold special livery. Looks absolutely awesome. Looking forward to seeing that over on these shores. Emirates, of course, very much into their special liveries. See the British Airways A350-1000 nearest on your screen at the minute, making some corrections for that northerly wind. She's in from Tokyo, whopping 14 hours of flight time. Number 2 to land, another A350-1000. That one's Cathay Pacific from Hong Kong. Awesome support. Francis Waite gifting 10 VIP lounge memberships. As always, if you're a recipient of one of those gifted memberships, please pop in the chat, say thank you to Francis. Awesome, thank you, Francis. Les Devan and Dennis McLeod both receiving memberships from Francis. Awesome support. A350 number 2 then. This one should roll out full length, all things being equal. Well, A350 letting us know the BEA special liveried British Airways baby bus due in soon. I think their baby blue one's coming in as well, isn't it? There's the Ben, yep, definitely a bit of crabbing to be seen this afternoon. It's a straight crosswind for the arriving aircraft. Bradford Aviation, very warm welcome to you. Join us as the sun is just starting to win the battle. We had a little bit of rain to start off. I was somewhat surprised to be on reverse ops. They certainly weren't when I pulled in here and started setting up. In the foreground is Lufthansa 2476. She's in from Munich. We're going to stick with the big one in the background as we look at our stack view. Emirates Flight 31 in from Dubai, 777-300ER. Gary, the lens, if I can remember it right, is a 45-175 from Panasonic with their motorized zoom. Weather looks good, says Bradford Aviation. Wind back 10 minutes. Grateful for some sunshine and dryness. Nice heavy 2-for-1 in the background. British Airways Flight 288 A350 in from Phoenix. Oh, and look at that. We've done the hat trick. Nice big A380 number 3 to land. That's the Singapore King of the Skies. Absolutely beautiful. This is Heathrow. Non-stop action, plenty of heavies, and of course that wonderful stack shot. Thank you for your kind feedback, Gary. We aim to please. Roy, very good afternoon to you. Welcome back. Hope you're keeping well. I remember the last time I Very nice, Emirates triple. You can see from the equipment here in front of me, we are dropping a few frames. Doesn't look like too many at the moment, but the hotel is absolutely heaving here this afternoon. hence where we had to position ourselves. So bear with us if we do get a couple of little dropouts. Hopefully it won't be too much, but it is just down to the amount of people in the area of where we're set up. Beautiful head-on Singapore A380, looking good. 777 Paul, very good afternoon to you. Looks like he timed it perfectly, dropping in whilst we were watching that beautiful Emirates triple. Taxiing towards the gate. Lizzie Sav checking in. Are you on the train, Lizzie? Lots of corrections for this King of the Sky as it makes its last few feet down to the tarmac. Bosh, plenty of tyre smoke. Love to watch the wings as they drop the lift, just sag down. Shows how much load they're under, creating lift. What a beauty. Les, yeah, definitely fighting a bit of wind, wasn't it? Who are? It's another British Airways A350 1000, dropping into 09 left as the sun shimmers off the fuselage. That one certainly knew where the reversal switch was, or lever, or wheel or dial. In any event, bucketfuls. Deep rumbling noise from off to our right. It's a good looking jet, isn't it? Especially in the British. The A350 2-for-1. Stephen O'Dell, very warm welcome to our VIP lounge. Thank you for supporting the work we do here at Heathrow Live. Sean enjoying the Singapore King of the Sky so much. Went back and watched it on replay. I just love the way, if you watch the outer edge of the wings on a 380, once that lift drops away, they'll just plummet down. Welfare should roll right past us as it makes its way towards Terminal 4. Angela Mitchell enjoying the spot we picked this afternoon. It's kind of fluky. We weren't expecting reverse ops. Very warm welcome to you. Glad you're enjoying it. Jessie Davin dropping in to say thank you to Francis for the gifted membership. Welcome along. Enjoy that month of free membership. Rick Lee, good afternoon to you. Once again, a very warm welcome to everyone in our Lurkers Lounge. Great to have so many of you with us for this afternoon show. We've got some sunshine as well. A330-900 Neo. This is Virgin Flight 412 in from Lagos. Lovely starburst of sunshine off the leading edge of that right wing. Good looking jet, isn't it? Nice update to the A330. A favourite with many carriers around the world. Folks, I can see we're still dropping a few frames here and there. I'm going to quickly pause and restart the stream. Sometimes that clears things up, so hopefully that'll be the answer. Okay, number one to land, British Airways flight 627, it's an A320neo, inbound from Athens. Another Virgin Atlantic Heavy in the background, that's a Dash 9 Dreamliner, flight 156 from Las Vegas. Tell you what, we'll need to have a quick look at there. Let's just see if we can whip round to see this. Just missed the early banking turn for that departure. Awesome. Do let us know if there's stuff you want us to catch from the southern runway. Number two in the background as we look at the stack. Aero Mexico, another Dash 9 Dreamliner. She's leaving Mexico City, 9.5 hours in the air. Samir, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Francis, wait, having to put the heating on in the hotel. Don't feel bad. I put the heating on when I got up this morning. It's definitely that typical UK springtime. Just 2 days ago, it was like 23 degrees in the afternoon. Took the dog for a nice long walk. And drank about 2 litres of water on return. That was a hot one. Today, no such luck. I think we're topping out at 13 before you take wind chill into consideration, courtesy of that northerly wind. Goofy dog, good afternoon to you. Noisy south side departure. Lots of blue sky around now. $5.10 Steve, if you can see the name on that Virgin, you've got a bigger screen than I. Dave, very good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. And there we go, Nick Woodward chiming in. Ruby Rebel. Passing that beautiful flagship livery, American 777. RNO to LHR. Just found this channel, liked and subbed. That's very kind of you, thank you. Take care, Lizzie. Have a nice trip north. 150 likes. Thank you so much. Great support this afternoon. Great to have so many of you watching along. I was just saying how lovely it's turned out. I don't want to look over my shoulder too much because there's some right mess coming across. Typical springtime, sunshine and showers. Daniel Slack, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. A couple of short haulers on the screen now. Number 1 to land, British Airways flight 513 in from Faro. Number 2, Aegean Airlines in from Athens, as we see a third turning on. That one an A320 from British Airways. Look at what we've got going out. Definitely want to catch the Qatar A350-1000. She's making her way along the southernmost taxiway from T4. An awesome one to catch because the rotation point is pretty much dead opposite our position here. Yet another turning on the stack view. British Airways shuttle, number 3 to land. She's in from Aberdeen. Blinkers on for the Cathay Pacific. Looks like she'll be pushing back shortly. must say. Great support for our Scotland tour. Wasn't sure how well it would be received, but it's always nice to get out and travel. The support was absolutely amazing. So thank you everybody that tuned in to any of the Scotland shows. And of course it was lovely to drop in, say hello to John from Drones and Planes, and do a cheeky little Saturday afternoon show at Manchester on the way back south. Angelina and I thoroughly enjoyed that week. It's only when you get back you realise how hardcore it is to do 4 shows in a week, with all the travelling as well. But we survived it. Karen Glenn, 1 AM in Melbourne. What else is there to do if you can't sleep but watch a bit of Heathrow live? Welcome along, Karen. Join us in changeable conditions. Typical spring weather here in the UK. We've already had a little bit of rain. Ahead of me is blue sky and white fluffy clouds. Behind, it looks like the apocalypse. So fully expecting a bit of a downpour soon. Qatar 350 heading off to Doha, still being held on that southern taxiway. And I've got no doubt, as soon as I pan away from that Cathay Pacific, she'll push. Two on screen then on the stack view. British Airways 435 first to land, she's in from Amsterdam. A320neo, number 2 behind. Air France A220 300 in from Paris. Just 49 minutes from France. The rain that threatened is now upon us. Nothing like the forecast. We're looking at Avianca 787-8 Dreamliner, originating from Bogota. She's been in the air for 10 hours and 19 minutes. Our first Superloop bus. Let's hope it's the last. Nice bright livery on the Avianca. And what's become a dull Monday afternoon here at Heathrow. Qatar 350 finally lining up over there on 09 right. Qatar rolling. Let's get some of this. Where do you think she's going to come out? About there, maybe? Beautiful, interesting routing. Looks like it's off to the States. KLM Embraer taxiing after landing whilst we were watching that Qatar. Plenty of planes pushing back for departure. Definitely see the crab in there on this latest arrival. Nose pointing left of the runway to account for that wind. Next heavy arrival, number 3 to land, will be Kenya Airways with their Dash 8 Dreamliner in from Nairobi. She's out in the mist and the murk. Heavy right in the background is the ANA flight 211 from Tokyo, 777-300ER. Another mammoth 14-hour flight from the east. It looks decidedly mucky down there, doesn't it? Glorious British springtime. Sean, yeah, it's while it was nice and sunny, I made the mistake of looking over my shoulder. So we're facing south. The winds are coming from the north, and it looked like, you know, that scene out of one of the Ghostbusters films where the sky just bubbles. So I knew we were in for some dark, damp weather. It's not raining now, so. Very colourful. ANA is quickly on its tail. Wow. So I'm going to start nudging it along. Crazy how long that 777-300 looks compared to the shorter of the Dreamliners. Super long aircraft. Saw some video footage from Boeing Field of the first production 777X, is it called? I always forget what it's called. It's been so long coming. That one's going to go off to Lufthansa as the launch partner. But at last, a non-test aircraft. She with the crazy folding wingtips. Alano 757, very good afternoon to you. You join us from a kind of mucky Heathrow airport in terms of weather. Sean, yeah, for a long time I called that aircraft vaporware. Hopefully with the amount of time it's taken them to do their testing and get the required certification, there should be no issues with it when it enters service. We'd like to think. Good run of single aisles approaching onto this northern runway 09 left. I've seen that many times on the reverse ops. Well, not just on reverse ops actually, in the afternoon should I say. You get a run of these and then back to back to back to back heavies. Virgin 117 heading off to Miami is rolling on the southern runway. Let's head on with the A350 on tow. Fantastic to be able to see the Emirates A350 up close and personal at Glasgow last week. And of course we missed out on seeing it at Edinburgh because it was heavily delayed on the inbound from Dubai. That's the spirit, Les. Change up every 10 minutes. There's some serious money, isn't it, Francis? 65 777Xs on order from Emirates. They'll be getting a hefty discount because they've been very vocal in their disappointment at all the delays. So I'm sure Boeing have sweetened their deal. Make sure they see that order through. Jonesy boy with like 207. Good afternoon to you. YouTube having problems. I won't hear of it. There's always something. I wonder if Emirates managed to get a buy one get one free deal. That would be a proper sweetener, wouldn't it? There's a plane out there somewhere. Where am I looking? There she is. Time for some more sunshine. Definitely looking a bit better out to the east, isn't it? Should I say out to the west? So the train of short hauls continues here on 09 left. Easterly operations this afternoon here at Heathrow. Looks like our next heavy arrival will be the Malaysia Airlines A350-900, flight 4 from Kuala Lumpur. Well, next to touchdown on your screens, British Airways flight 865. She's in from Budapest on an A320-200. Another Qatar A350-1000 popped up on radar over at T4. That one will be departing shortly. Also got a 777-300ER courtesy of Saudia heading off to Riyadh. T4 busy this afternoon. Just in time for those smoky engine startups. I did wonder if that's what we'd get. Sure enough, smoky, smoky. We're looking at the rear end of United Airlines flight 939. Should be heading off to San Francisco. Company aircraft is lined up, ready to depart on 09 right. United Airlines flight 941, heading to New York. It's a 767-300, 26 years old. Nice departure in the sunshine. Sunshine and a cloud. Definitely a mucky old afternoon here. Chicken katsu burger, Francis. Can't say I've had one of those. Do like katsu curry though. LHRLive, good afternoon to you, welcome along. Should we watch this latest one turning on? So turning on from the south, British Airways flight 331 in from Nice. She'll drop in behind the beautiful Malaysian A350. Nice run of aircraft. Got the Malaysian that I've already spoken about, just about to turn on from the north. The wonderful A350-900, courtesy of Finnair. Looks like it's one of their normal liveries, and one of my favourite all-time liveries on aircraft you see here at Heathrow, Vietnam Airlines. Gorgeous livery on that one. It's a Dash 9 Dreamliner in from Hanoi. Be alright if I could find these planes, wouldn't it? Sky's too big. That's my excuse. Finnair A350 on your screens now, about to touch down from Helsinki. This one, the 900 variant, 9 years old. We've got a flight time of 2 hours, 33 minutes. To a halt, pretty sharpish on the runway. No rollout for her. Qatar 350 still waiting patiently. Looks like it might be number 2 to depart now, as we see our first 737 of today's shows. Quite rare these here at Heathrow now. Dominated by Airbus. Let's catch this Vietnam Airways. Good looking jet, that one. Vietnam Airlines. Special sticker on the back. The Asiana A350 pushing back for departure. Some more stack action, all short hauls. We've got British Airways in from Milan, Lufthansa from Munich, Scandinavian from Stockholm, and then the BA from Paris. Piling in for early afternoon arrival. Nick, 11 degrees. Don't remind me. Policeman, very warm welcome to you. Checking in from a chilly but sunny Edinburgh. Yeah, we could do with a little bit more sun, really. It's coming though, as I look over my shoulder. Plenty of blue sky. Not before time. Terry Misdemeanor, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Welcome along. Angus beef lasagna and a pint of IPA. That sounds altogether more sensible. Enjoy, Francis. Nick Woodward, pretty sure you caught 3 737s in a row from Merle. Quite possibly. You really don't see all that many here. Maybe it's just the times that we choose to go live, I don't know. But many an Airbus. Pakistan International 777 in 10 minutes. Caught one of those on our Manchester stream last week. A long time absent, haven't they? I think issues with, was it their safety record or their maintenance record? Made them have a Europe-wide ban for a long while. Airliner, no idea what's happening with Japan Airlines and El Nippon. Those skies look decidedly moody, don't they, as the sun is starting to backlight everything over on that side of the airfield. If we stick with that stack for a few minutes, as I can see the PIA 777 is about to turn on from the right of your screens. Hopefully we'll get it deep in the bank. As we watch this beautiful stack of aircraft queuing up to land here on Heathrow's Northern Runway, a very warm welcome to everybody that's chosen to tune in to us this afternoon. We are suffering a few dropouts here and there just because of how busy the hotel is behind us. Everyone on their phones, laptops and iPads chewing up all that bandwidth, and we're having to share it with them. We've had some great action so far, lots more to come. she is. Pakistan International Airlines 777, joining the back of the queue. In from Lahore. 8 hours 17 minutes of flight time for this 20-year-old aircraft. It's been a good few years since I saw a PIA here at Heathrow. Great to have another carrier back. A shake. We're going to stay with the PIA triple. Don't worry about that. So what airport is YPDN? It's amazing if you watch the queue of planes. It's just one after another, isn't it? Great visuals. Always waiting for the next one to peel on from the north or the south. 4 holds on the outskirts of the airport here at Heathrow. Craft in the background as you look at it, following the PIA into runway 09 left. British Airways flight 495. It's an A320-200 in from Palma. Nice to see her back at Heathrow. Even got a bit of sunshine. I'm pretty sure it would have been pre-streaming days when we last saw a PIA. Talking of 737s as we were, another one on approach. It's a MAX 8 from LOT Polish Airlines in from Warsaw. Next heavy arrival here on Heathrow's Northern Runway will be Korean Air Flight 907 to 777-300ER, originating from Seoul. Paul, thank you. Excuse my ignorance. I claim not to know anything. And I'm mostly right. Robert Hilton, good afternoon to you. Lewis White, what time is Virgin 3153 due out? Or have I already missed it? Indeed, Robert. Lamppost spotting at Heathrow. What can you do, eh? Structural integrity poles. Grab a quick drink, back in a mo. And back. Lovely sunshine on that departing triple. Paul 787, good afternoon to you. So we've got Paul 787 and 777 Paul. Have we got Paul A350? I think we might have, you know. What do people think of the re-liveried Korean? I've got quite used to it now, but miss the colour. This is Iberian 721 in from Madrid, yet another A350, this one the 900 variant. It's very much like it almost took the wrong taxiway there, didn't it? Getting off the runway just in time not to force a go around for this next arrival. This is Virgin Atlantic's -9 Dreamliner in from Mumbai. Next up, another 777-300ER. This is Turkish Airlines flight 1971, originating in Istanbul. Emirates A380 rolling on the south side. The guessing game of where it emerges. Oh, what a beauty. Absolutely fantastic south side departure from Emirates. Number 2 to land. Etihad A350-900, Ethiopian even, and from Addis Ababa. Lots of 350 action these days here at Heathrow. British Bro, good afternoon to you. Kimifer, welcome back. Hope you're well. Finally here after finishing work. A very warm welcome to you. Mark Lelvin. For 1 month. Sound of a British Airways A320 directly overhead, having gone around. Wish I could tell you why. Right, back to Mark Levin, 1 month member of the VIP Lounge. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. We've also got Sarah J, 5 months of VIP Lounge membership. Unbelievable. Lost my words. That made me jump. Had no idea that was going around. Thank you both for your awesome support. I've had some quite noisy departures from over on the south side. That was just a little too loud to be another one for 09, right? Perhaps it had a wobble on the way in. Ethiopian A350 with the long run out. Nice simple design on the Ethiopian. Also celebrating a membership milestone of 20 months. Our very own Lorraine, thank you for your ongoing support, not only as a VIP Lounge member, but as a very valued moderator of the channel. Awesome support, Lorraine. David Hardy, very good afternoon to you. I hope you're well. Emirates A380, 56 minutes out. We'll be here. And then I'm going through till 7 PM today. And hopefully we've seen the last of the rain. That is the rain, not Lorraine. Don't want to get told off now, do I? Francis going all in with his dinner today. Angus beef lasagna, followed by sticky date pudding. Get in there. Philip Padley, good evening to you. Hope you're well. Nick letting us know the latest Qatar arrival, sporting the PSG special livery, is just turning on. Looking forward to seeing that one. Let's get back out to that stack. Looking good in the evening sunshine. Looking for the Qatar to turn on then. Right to left on your screens. Here she comes. This is flight number QR1. It says originating airfield not available. Somewhere secret. Paris Saint-Germain special livery. Sharon Carr, very good afternoon to you, and thank you for your kind words. Glad you enjoy it. Great to have you with us. So 2 short haulers before the Qatar. We've got British Airways Dreamliner lined up ready to go on the south side. That is flight 171, destination is Pittsburgh. Right.
You okay? For YouTube?
Yeah. So if we catch this BA departure before the Qatar gets on us, probably mess up both. Pedro Gomez, new to the channel and enjoying what they're seeing. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you with us. It was awfully blinding, wasn't it? Rolling out full length for us to have a look at the PSG livery. Lots of people appreciating the Qatar triple. Don't she look lovely in that afternoon sunlight here at Heathrow? Beautiful. I must say, if I was forced to make a decision, I'd say their newest F1 livery is a bit better than that one. Any special livery is a good livery, really, isn't it? Shows that the airline are making an effort for those that they sponsor, etc. Then Pantling off to walk. Well, I hope you've got weather like this for that. Thank you for joining us. Catch you again soon. American 81 777-300ER lined up ready for departure to Dallas Fort Worth over on 09 right. To see her climbing out shortly. Wow, that was a long takeoff roll. Don't see that too often. Very nice. Don't think I've ever seen a triple go that long. Next up on the south side, British Airways flight 229 off to Baltimore, another 300. Plenty of reverser in the Virgin Dreamliner, still open. Sean, the weather is all over the shop. Never a truer word was spoken. Very typical for a UK spring. Ipso facto, very good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Terry Wistamina slipped back into autumn. It definitely isn't what you would call warm yet, is it? Get some nice afternoons. It's not too bad now, apart from the wind. But those nights are still very chilly over here. Turning on for departure to LAX is the flagship American Airlines 777-300ER. Should look quite nice in the sunshine when it starts to bank. Looks like the Turkish A350 is doing a cheeky intersect. How very rude. Someone after Virgin 153 off to JFK. Got that one on the radar as well. Francis, be very careful what you wish for. I was very disappointed with the A350 when I flew it in February. American flagship rolling, Virgin 153, the A350 1000, next to depart, barring any more intersects. Another long roll. Certainly not everyone's favourite livery, but nice to see all the same, especially in that sunshine. We've got a lovely left-hand bank as well. Sort of. Dancing between the shadows and the light. Nice to catch her again. That got up quick, didn't it? They really are trying to catch me out this afternoon. Heathrow, as always, with minimal gaps between arriving or departing aircraft. Off to JFK. Let's see what we've got on the arrivals. Not too much. Still plenty of heavies queuing for departure, so we're in a position to catch any of them. Eurowings on your screens now, in from Berlin. This one an A320neo. Still plenty of crabbing going on to deal with that crosswind. Left to right across the runway for these arriving aircraft. Next heavy departure will be American 735. She's heading off to Charlotte. That is crazy, Nick Woodward, 777X. Good grief. Awesome support from Lambo, celebrating 20 months in our VIP lounge membership. Awesome support. Thank you, Lambo. Sean, yeah, regarding my own experience with the 350, because I'm a lanky fella, I wanted extra leg room, so I specifically booked a seat with what they call unlimited leg room, but it also had 2 windows, so it was a unique seat and I was very much looking forward to it. But of course, when you get a seat that doesn't have a seat in front of it, in order to tuck away the in-flight entertainment and your table tray, they take up a lot of room between your seat and the next one, which I didn't really account for. So largely my own fault. But it is definitely an issue with the 350 series that the legs for the seats are in exactly the wrong position for your feet to be comfortable if you're in a window seat, unless you're in, like, I think it's the last 10 rows, last changes, and allows you to get your feet under the seat in front properly. First twin prop of today's show. Terry the artist enjoying our shot of the flagship American Airlines. The weather had a lot to do with it. Some nice conditions here at Heathrow this evening. Well pointed out, Francis. Need to get some tartan in those custom emojis. Les the Bairn says Loganair is ending this Dundee service. Is that because it's not well purchased, not too many passengers, or other reason? No big noise from the twin prop when they're landing right to left. Pretty much idling. Sardine at SeaWorld. What a great analogy. Love that. Some lovely light off the surfaces of the arriving aircraft now as that sun moves around. Yeah, we'll get some tartan in the custom emojis show. Next Heathrow show, that is. Wouldn't do much use up at Luton, would it? Indigo going long on the taxi. Nice 2-for-1 British Airways departure in the background. We're looking at Vueling flight 1008 inbound from Coruña. This one's an A320neo. Number 2 to land, TAP Air Portugal, in from Lisbon. Lined up on 09 right, British Airways flight 293. Yet another 777-300ER. They're giving these 350s a run for their money today, aren't they? She's off to Washington. Number 2 to depart over there on 09 right. Virgin 155 to Las Vegas. That one, a -9 Dreamliner. Aha, Jag in the house. Daylight there and daylight here. Who'd have thunk it? Good evening, Jag. Hope you. Nick saying with the LHR filter on flight radar, we appreciate how well connected LHR is. Yeah, even more so when you look at how tiny the UK is and just how important it is to aviation. That's just one airport. We've obviously got the airports we covered, both international, Glasgow and Edinburgh, and of course Manchester, very busy internationally as well. Gatwick, south of here, Stansted. Yeah, we've got some really good hubs for aviation. We're well covered. Scandinavian intersect as we wait for the next heavy departure. Virgin 155 to Las Vegas. Lined up, ready to depart. Still. Which is on the move now. Beautiful 180 turn from the Virgin. So we have another go around over here on the north side. Lined up, ready to go. Cathay Pacific flight 238. Nice quick runway exit for the Swiss Neo. That's why. Good luck here normally, but it's not on our side.